from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
Let's get to our last game of the weekday action, which we got another West Coast. We got the Oregon Ducks hosting the Cal Bears. This line opened up in favor of Oregon, minus 14. Right now, you can kind of catch them at 13.5. The total's at 55.5. Right now, that line is kind of pretty consistent. You know, you can catch some 55s, 55.5s around the board. Get to these statistics and these actual factuals. Cal Bears are 1-4 on the year, 2-3 against the spread, while the Oregon Ducks are 4-1 on the year and 1-4 against the spread. Injury reports, because it's very important to look at the injuries on the Oregon side of the ball. But for Cal right now, Remy Gio, wide receiver, he's questionable for this game with undisclosed. They did lose a linebacker, Dane. He's out indefinitely. Running back Brooks, he's questionable with a lower body injury. And Cal Bears did lose a nose tackle, McKenzie, who's out for the season. Oregon Ducks, man, this is a long list. So to start off with, we got Mathis, linebacker, out indefinitely. Tight end McCorbett, he's out for the season. Defensive back Williams, he's out for the season. And we just heard Verdell, he's out for the season as well. The best player on that team, a future top 10 pick, Thibodeau, he is out for the first half due to targeting. Tight end Herbert, he's questionable. That's Herbert's little brother. Running back Dollars, he's questionable as well. Now, they do have some suspensions. Hill suspended. They got suspensions on the defensive side of the ball. Hill, James, Greenfield, all defensive backs suspended. Swinson, defensive end, he's suspended as well, but undisclosed, but he's questionable. They lost Flo, the linebacker, stud linebacker, he's out for the year. Walden, offensive lineman, he's questionable as well. Cal Bears coming off a 21-6 loss against Wazoo, while Oregon Ducks are coming off a 31-24 loss a couple of weeks ago to Stanford. Get to these actual factuals. Cal Bears, they're 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games, 3-7 against the spread in the last 10 games against Oregon, 2-10 straight up in the last 12 games against Oregon, and 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games on the road. 0-6 straight up in the last 6 games on the road in Oregon. The Ducks, they are 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 games this year. The unders gone 6 out of the last 8. They're 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games. The unders hit 13 out of the last 20 against Cal, 15-0 straight up in the last 15 home games. 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games against Cal. 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games this season. 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 games against a Pac-12 opponent. And the unders hit 9 out of the last 12 games when the Ducks play in October. Oregon Ducks taking on the Cal Bears. Flat top, since you're on the West Coast, I'm going to let you take this one again, man. How you feel?
This one, I think, should be easy money. I think Oregon is, even though they haven't been good at covering and they've lost Verdell, their backup, Dye, is actually pretty solid. He had a couple of good games. They were, running back by committee. Verdell was definitely their stud, but I think Dye is going to get it done. Anthony Brown has looked really good from me watching him moving. They had that upset against Ohio State. He was kind of moving against that Stanford team. Cal is just not their one victories against like a Sacramento State squad that hasn't really played anyone. They're not very good. I think, long story short, Oregon should beat them pretty good. I think second half, when Thibodeau comes back, whatever momentum Cal thought they had, unless they jump out to, the kind of Texas A&M lead that we saw this last weekend, Oregon should be good for second half when they get their stud back. I think they'll be up in the first half. I just don't want to touch it without, their main guy out there. But I think 13.5 for Oregon at home it should be easy for them. Cal's going to try and go out there and pull the upset, throw the ball, spread them out. But long story short, Oregon's just still, even with their injuries, more talented than this Cal team. So I expect them to take care of business. So official play, Oregon at that 13.5, even though it is a lot.
All right, Marley.
Yeah, I agree. This is going to be a beatdown. Cal is awful. I have no love or respect for Cal. The only win they have is against a Sacramento, I believe. They got destroyed by Washington State, as you stated last week, 21-6. Overtime loss at Washington. Lost TCU. I guess it was close to TCU in Nevada. But even though you rattled, the only reason I'm not taking the first half is because Thibodeau is not playing.
Right. Smart man.
And that makes a big difference. So even though I think they still can cover, but they're kind of risky, that pass rush, Thibodeau should be, I think he's going to be a top 10 pick, maybe. Top 15 pick. But he's definitely a first rounder. So he's going to make all the world. But I do like Oregon minus 13. I got the under written down. The over written down to see if I want to make it official. But if Cal gets some two early touchdowns, I get the over because Oregon's going to score 30 or more. I'll just lean over. I won't make it official, but I'll make official the minus 13.5.
Minus 13.5. So I know Cal has they had a good defense last year. They played very physical, very disciplined team, but they just couldn't score. They don't have good scoring. I need Oregon to get back to their bread and butter, run it up, and play some good ball. Hopefully, at this moment, Anthony, with that week off, Anthony Brown's back healthy. Most importantly, I hope the offensive coordinator is healthy and present because that was a big issue when they went to go take on Stanford. They didn't have their OC, and you can definitely tell. Then with these couple of new injuries, with Flo and Verdell, that's very huge. They still got a couple of guys back there that can run. I think one of the guys' name is Dyke. If I'm not familiar, he doesn't wear any. He's been in the program now for years. But I like Cal. I like Oregon with the points. Hopefully they run it up. I would not do anything first half, but second half definitely jump on it. But we're gonna go 13.5 official play. But I would not be surprised, my brothers, if it's close just due to all the injuries that's going on. So don't do nothing first half, ladies and gentlemen. Do not. Real quick, Marty, you like Oregon with the points?
Yes, Oregon minus 13.5.
And flat top, you like that too as well, correct?
Yeah, Oregon with the points. It's all going to come down to second half. I think once Thibodeau comes back, whatever momentum Cal had, he's just a game changer, and I think he's going to disrupt the physicality will be just too much.
All right.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from